Hey, what's up everyone? Jason here. Today I'm going to show you how to make a prime rib roast that is as close to perfect as you can get. It's going to rival anything you're going to get in any restaurant. It's a really easy method, not too many ingredients. So let's check out the ingredients and we'll get started. So here's the ingredients you're going to need to make this prime rib recipe. Obviously the star of the show is the prime rib roast. This is 5 pounds. We got it at Sprouts. Got it on sale for $8 a pound, so we actually got a couple of them. You're going to need a teaspoon of thyme, teaspoon of rosemary, and a tablespoon of black pepper. You're going to need a 1/4 cup of butter, softened, and we're going to have some seasoning salt, everything. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to soften our butter, and we're going to mix that in with our seasoning here. And we're actually going to coat down the prime rib. Something else to note, our prime rib is at room temperature. For this method, it's very important that you start with a roast that's at room temperature. So we've had this out for about 5 hours, so we know that it's at room temperature. And also we've preheated our oven to 500 degrees. Okay, we're going to take our butter and we're going to add all of our seasoning. This is a 1/4 cup, by the way, softened, and I'm just going to mix this until it's nice and blended. Next, we're going to take our butter and seasoning and we're going to smear this all over our roast. So next, we're going to put this in our roasting pan, and we'll go on to the next steps then. Okay, now that we have our roast in our roasting pan, I'm going to liberally put on some seasoning salt. And I would recommend or give the advice that if you think you have enough salt, put some more on. Most of this is going to drip off and run into the pan, so a lot of salt's not going to hurt anything. And stay tuned to the end, because I'm going to show you how to make a really easy beef gravy with all the yummy drippings and everything that we're going to end up with. I have all the directions for the recipe as well as the ingredients needed in the description, but just real quick, so with this method, like I said, we have a 5-pound roast. So with this 500-degree method, you take the pounds of your roast times 5, so 5 times 5 minutes is 25 minutes. So I'm going to put this into my preheated oven at 500 degrees for 25 minutes. When it's done, I'm going to leave it in the oven, shut the heat off, and let it sit in there for 2 hours. So that's going to let the internals of the roast get perfectly medium to medium rare doneness. I've done this several times. It works like a charm. So let's get started. Oven's at 500. We're going to put it in, set the timer, and we'll show you what it looks like. So we're right at 2 hours now. So we're going to take our roast out and we're going to check temperature, cut it apart so you can see how perfectly this method cooks the prime rib. Oops. So we're going to cut these in about 3/4 inch. So there you go. Nice and pink. Smells amazing. So stay tuned. We're going to make some gravy out of the beef juice. So for my gravy, I'm going to take all of these and all these juice and drippings and everything and put that in the saucepan. We're going to make 2 cups of gravy, so I'm going to put 2 cups of water in. I'm going to put 2 bouillon cubes in. We're going to put 2 tablespoons of cornstarch in. And we're going to heat that up on low to medium heat. Give that a little whisk. I'm going to give it a whisk to get that mixed up as it comes up to temp. So as you can see, it's really starting to thicken up. So we'll let that go for another couple minutes, and then it'll be ready for our potatoes. Thanks for watching.